Not a bad day for SoFi stock today, guys. Up around 2.7%. Pretty good day, honestly, man. Up around 60 cents on the day, and we closed at what? $21.80 as the entire stock market ripped. I'm talking the S&P 1.5%, NASDAQ almost 2%. The Russell went up over 2%, and the Dow went up about 1.5% as the VIX went down over 14%. So listen, guys, we're going to break down SoFi, the charts, and we're going to go over the indexes, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, the whole 9 yards. But first, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe, join my email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. I post them weekly, and we're investing thousands of dollars a month. All those links are down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive into it. So SoFi went bananas today after actually seeing a big dump off in the morning. We opened up at about $21.55, and initially in the first couple of minutes of trading, we found our way to $20.75, about a 3-4% dump right off the bat. Then we got the recovery. Again, we rebounded from that point, ended up having a green day, and we can see on this 5-day, 5-minute chart, we have a golden cross. We're above both moving averages, and with this move today, we actually broke out of the intraday highs from Friday. That's a big sign, right? At about, 21.75, we broke out of that. We actually closed over it, and we're trading over it in the aftermarket session. And overall, SoFi, guys, the fact that we bounced at $21 today, well, that's what the stock's been doing. It's been holding $20.50 for a while, for weeks at this point. It's been holding that point or that mark, and you can see it even more on this 1 hour chart. If I get the handy dandy channel tool out, you guys will be able to see. What else is new here? Not much, really. The fact that we've held $21, that's been the case. We did it again today. Now we're starting to bounce. Let's see if we're able to fully take out, $23. If we're able to do that, take $23 out. Now we're talking, all right, we might start filling the gap to kind of to where we were right after earnings. So you can see here, let me draw this out. We hit 23.75 a couple of days ago. That was shortly after earnings. Then right after earnings, we hit $25.11. That could be the gap that fills, or the next gap to fill, if we break 23. So if 23 could break 22.50, 23, I think we fill the gap to the 23.75 mark. That's where we were on the 31st of July. If that were to break, now I think we're going 25. And if 25 were to break, I think it's going even higher. So SoFi at this point, man, it's just consolidating. That's the reality. We reported great numbers. They're doing their offering, which sucks. All right, we get it. Shares are getting diluted. Shareholders are getting diluted. It is what it is. What we're seeing now is consolidation. This stock went up so freaking fast in a short amount of time. It went from $8 on the 7th of April all the way to $25 by the end of, July. Not even 2.5 months, or right around 2.5 months. So we are flattening now. It makes sense. The stock's kind of taking a breather. The moving averages are catching up. You guys can see now we're, bouncing off this 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, trading right above it. We've consolidated there for the last couple of weeks. This looks strong. Healthy consolidation, guys, before, we start rebounding again. And I think that's kind of where this is headed, especially since we had a lot of buyers come in today. Pretty good green day. I feel like this is where we could start to get the rebound on SoFi, but time's going to, it's going to tell. It's going to take some time. It could consolidate for another 3 weeks for all we know. 2-3 weeks, right? Or maybe a week, and then it starts to go. We'll see. But overall, that's a quick rundown here on SoFi. 2.75% green day. Unbelievable. Trading at about $22 a share. And I'm waiting to see, excuse me, if we get that break above 22.50. Let me set some alerts now before I forget here, guys. Hold on a second. Let me do $22.50. Mark is at or above, and I'll do one at $23 per share. Mark is at or above. So yeah, what do you think about SoFi, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and check out that email stock newsletter. It's free, and I send out my top stocks right to your email. You guys got to get on the email stock newsletter. So let me show you now some other movers today. Nvidia closed at $180 on the dot, man, and it's up even more after the bell. So 3.6% green day for Nvidia today. What a freaking day. We're pushing for all-time highs again at $185 per share. We're bouncing off this 180 SMA. Looking phenomenal heading into earnings at the end of August. It looks like here. When are their earnings, guys? I don't even know. Yeah, August 27th after the bell. So Nvidia looks phenomenal on these charts. AMD's earnings are tomorrow. They went up 3%. This stock also looks really good here on the charts. You guys can see we're bouncing off that 50 SMA, bouncing clearly above the 180 SMA. We're trading well above that point. And let me see what other stocks did pretty well today. Looks like Duolingo. We've been calling this one out, DUOL. They're rebounding a bit, 4%. Not a bad pop today for Duolingo heading into earnings. Looks like here, I think tomorrow, right? No, on not Tuesday, Wednesday after the bell, we're going to get Duolingo's earnings. And again, buyers are coming in here at 340. That was the high from back in April. We're holding it as support now. We'll see if that continues. Let's see. Looks like Roblox. Oh my goodness, man. The momentum in Roblox is continuing. Another 4.5% green day. We hit 151, drew down to about 123. Now we're popping over 130 again. Starting to get those buyers to come in. Can't complain about that on Roblox. Let's see. Airbnb. 2.5% green day today. It's actually down a good amount, though, from 142 to 130. Heading into earnings here, I think in a couple days. Yeah, Wednesday after market, we're getting Airbnb's earnings. What else did well today? Looks like OKLO. Pretty much everything, guys, on my watch list did well. It was one of those days. OKLO, another 7% today. Upexi, which is one that we've been watching, 9% today. Unbelievable. Meta, 3.5%. Big move for Meta. Micron, unbelievable move, about 3%. Looks like that one's looking decent on the charts, maybe for a rebound. Tesla is trading at $310 a share, 2.2% green day. So essentially, guys, we just got a rebound day after Friday's disaster. It was not a great day, but we got a lot of those losses back today, so I can't complain. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the email stock newsletter. Check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. I post them every week, guys. That is linked down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.